Welcome back to Nissan Stadium, just across the river from downtown Nashville. It's Titan football as we rejoin the action in the second quarter. On second down, here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the gun on third down, Tannehill.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down. How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot, who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun snap for Tannehill, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play. Underneath to Henry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Just trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. Space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First and 10, Tannehill. And for the third time. Picked off by the Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play that time through the air. 53 yards. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Parker throwing the out route, incomplete. That's McKinney. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Down.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against him.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here to the 10-yard line.
A 6-yard pick.
A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 10-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A 2-yard gain.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he stopped immediately there.
The tackle made.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Rico Blankenship for the Colts field goal. A 23-yard.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out to the right to Humphries. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Titans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards, the pickup, and that's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Back at the 44.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%. 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Titans. They A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The stop made by Andrew Billings. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
Quarterback on the keeper.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Colts,
they did not want me to go places. For your plans like the gold place. We pulling up with the whole squad. Are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Oh, yo, stop it. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece.